Much is learned about a community during times of adversity, and that has been true for the year 2020. From the challenges of our healthcare system to our responsibility to care for our most vulnerable neighbors, last year provided a year like no other. And during this year's hardships, we have honored the commitment of those working on the front lines, from groceries and healthcare providers to teachers and first responders. Riversiders have proven that they do not shy away from our neighbors in need. Instead, we forge on together towards tomorrow. In fact, despite difficulties and frustration, Riversiders have proven that innovation can flourish when we come together. This was demonstrated by our city team who stood up a pallet shelter community in a mere 12 weeks, expand a flex space permit program for retail and restaurants to quickly expand their operations, and quickly transition building permit renewals to a fully online process. It was also demonstrated by parents who became innovative teleworkers, homeschoolers, and entertainers all at once. The multitasking skills you never thought you needed. Our membership in the Big City Mayors Coalition yielded $32 million in direct allocations to provide food and rental assistance to those who lost their jobs, technology for students to learn from home, funding for businesses impacted by closures, and support for our faith and nonprofit organizations who continue to serve our senior and low-income families. It was also through this funding that the city welcomed a robust COVID-19 testing system that has made Riverside a state leader in testing with double the testing of the state median. And while our mayor and city council addresses the impact of COVID-19 and prioritizes funding for community needs, they also took bold action for sustainability. With a dedicated office to push forward the city's sustainability goals, economic development in the green arena will be the pillar of our post-COVID-19 recovery. The $32 million Transformative Climate Communities Grant will reduce our gas footprint, fund affordable housing, and provide walkable communities in our Eastside neighborhood. The now approved Northside Specific Plan will change the eastern and northern entrances to our city. Think safe streets, connected trails, and greenbelts alongside flourishing economic activity with a look and feel that pays homage to La Placita, one of Riverside's earliest settlements. This is the story that will connect the past to the future for the North Side. And following state and regional actions, this growth will be supported by a long-awaited second connection to the state's power grid and new truck lanes to ease the traffic on the 60 and 215 freeways. And speaking of transportation and infrastructure, the Magnolia Widening Project in La Sierra added a third lane in each direction between Buchanan and Banbury and beautified the gateway to Riverside. The use of force discussions at the national level mirror questions that our own community wrestled with in one of our darkest moments following the death of Miss Taisha Miller. But we still have work to do. No one is better positioned to lead our community through meaningful conversations around best practices in policing than Chief Larry Gonzalez. Riverside's first equity officer will be appointed this year to build upon the anti-racist vision developed by Multicultural Forum and overwhelmingly supported by our mayor and city council. We have sizable work to do in our city, but Riverside can be a national leader for meaningful change as we have in the past. We can and will rise to this occasion. Time and time again, we have seen what we can achieve when we pull together as we look towards tomorrow. We saw this in the work done by Riverside Youth Judo Club and the Riverside Police Activities League with Anthony Carrillo. Despite challenges at home, with strong mentorship from caring adults, Anthony went from sleeping on a garage floor in Riverside to graduating in the top class in the U.S. Naval Academy's history. Anthony is now in an elite unit that operates advanced technology. We saw what we can achieve together towards tomorrow in honoring the work of longtime community leaders Woody Rucker Hughes and Bob Stockton, who both tirelessly served through strong mentorship and bold action. It was fitting that the mayor and city council named a street and trail after these extraordinary leaders. Our hearts mourn for those who have lost a loved one, those who are struggling to provide financial security to their families, and those who are struggling with loneliness. While the hardships of the pandemic and the unrest this year can feel all-consuming, we know members of our community are already receiving the vaccine, and we see promising commitments to change. Hope is on the horizon. Riverside's best days are ahead of us. It will take all of us to display the discipline and dedication needed to rebuild and deliver the future that our children deserve. We can do it. Now, let's join together towards tomorrow.